Good morning, students. Today we will discuss about the topic theorems on convex sets. As we have done the definition of convex set, what was the convex set? Convex set is that set in which if we join any two points with a line segment, the points are in the set S, and if we join these 2 points with the line segment should also be in the same set. It is called convex set. Now we will do the theorems on the convex set. The first theorem is show that intersection of two convex set is also a convex set. Now we will prove that intersection of two convex set is also a convex set. Let us take two convex sets C1 and C2 be two convex sets, and let C be an intersection of these two convex sets C1 intersection C2. We have to prove that this C is also a convex set. Let x1 and x2 belongs to C, and as we have to prove C is a convex set, so we have to take 2 points from that set C, and we have to prove that the line segment joining these 2 points will also belong to the same set C. So we have taken the line segment joining these 2 points, that is lambda x1 plus 1 minus lambda x2, where lambda lies between 0 and 1. Now we have to prove that this set S also belongs to C. Now x1 comma x2 belongs to C, but C is the intersection of these two sets, so x1 comma x2 will also belongs to set C1. Similarly, x1 comma x2 belongs to C, therefore x1 comma x2 belongs to C2 also. So, but C1 is a convex set. If any 2 points belongs to C1, the line segment joining these 2 points will also belongs to C1. What is the line segment joining those 2 points? That is S, because S is a line segment joining these 2 points. So S will be a subset of C1. Why? Because C1 is a convex set. The line segment joining these 2 points will also belongs to C1. So S will be a subset of C1. Similarly, S will be a subset of C2. As C2 is a convex set, so S will be a subset of C2. That is, if x1 comma x2 belongs to C, we have S subset of C1 and S subset of C2. As S is a subset of C1 and C2, so S will be a subset of their intersection also. So what is intersection? Intersection is C. So S is a subset of C. This we have to prove that if this S also belongs to C, that is also contained in the set C. Hence C is a convex set. Okay students, next come to the next question, that is intersection of any finite number of convex set is also a convex set. Here we have to prove, because in the previous question we have proved that intersection of any two convex set is a convex set. Here we have to prove intersection of any finite number of convex set is also a convex set. Proof. Let us take C1, C2, Cn be n convex sets, because we have to take the finite number of convex sets. So I have taken C1, C2, Cn. Let C be an intersection of these convex sets. So now we have to take 2 points from that set C. Let us take but here you don't have to write but, you have to take let x1 comma x1 belongs to all these sets. That means x1 belongs to because we have taken from that set C, x1 belongs to C1 intersection C2 up to Cn. So x1 belongs to each of Ci's. Similarly, you will take the point x2. You will write here, take the point x2. That is, you have to write it as, so you have to write it as x2 belongs to intersection, so x2 belongs to each Ci's. But Ci's are all convex sets, so x1 and x2 belongs to each Ci's. Their line segment will also belongs to Ci's, because Ci's are all convex sets. They belongs to all Ci's, they will definitely belongs to their intersection also. So all xi's belongs to intersection also. So x1 belongs to this, x2 belongs to intersection, their line segment also belongs to intersection, where lambda lies between 0 and 1. So what is intersection? That is C. So line segment joining belongs to C. Therefore we have proved that C is a convex set. So the result is same as we have done in our previous question. Now the next question is here it is written question number 1. You don't have to write the question as the same I have shown in your PPT, because it is my notebook. So you will write the question number 1, 2, 3 continuously. Show that we have to show that this set is a convex set. As we have done this type of question in our live class. What is the question? X1 comma x2. We have two tuple set, that is 2x1 plus 3x2 is equals to 7. This satisfy this condition. We have to prove that it is a convex set. Similarly, as we have done in our live class, that we have to take the 2 points from this set, and we have to prove that line segment joining these 2 points will also belongs to C. Now xy belongs to C, where x is x1 comma x2 and y is y1 comma y2. Because we have taken 2 points from that set, they will also be like 2 tuples. Now the line joining these 2 points will be, we have denoted it by W. That is, what is W? Lambda x plus 1 minus lambda y, where lambda lies between 0 and 1. For some lambda lies between 0 and 1, let W, because W will also be a 2 tuple set. So W will be a W1 comma W2. Now what will be W1? W1 will be lambda x1 plus 1 minus lambda y1. And W2 will be what? Lambda x2 plus 1 minus lambda y2. Now, as we have given x1 comma x set is x is set of C. So 2x1 plus 3x2 is equals to 7. Similarly, 2y1 plus 3y2 is equals to 7. But we have to prove that 2w1 plus 3w2 is equals to 7. So I have put the value of w1 here and I have put the value of w2 here, and you will take lambda common. Here you will take 1 minus lambda common, and then you will get lambda into, because 2x1 plus 3x2 is equals to 7. So here it will be 7. 2y1 plus 3y2 is 7. When we will solve it, we will get 7. So 2y1 2w1 plus 3w2 is equals to 7. Therefore W, that is the point W, also belongs to C. What was the W? W was the line segment joining these 2 points. So we have proved that if since W is any point of C, because W, we have written W is any point of C, because W is the line segment joining these 2 points, therefore the line segment also belongs to C. It is a symbol of line segment, that is x colon y. So hence C is a convex set. Okay students, now come to the next question. Show that S is a set where we have 3 tuples x1 comma x2 comma x3. What is the condition? 2x1, it is not visible, you can read it from there. 2x1 minus x2 plus x3 less than or equals to 4. You have to show it is a convex set. We have 2 points x and y, be any 2 points of S. You know x would be like x1, x2, x3, and y would be like y1, y2, y3. Because x is a point of S, so it will satisfy 2x1 minus x2 plus x3 less than or equals to 4. Similarly, this point y will also satisfy 2y1 minus y2 plus y3 less than or equals to 4. Now we have to show the point W, that is the line segment of, be any point of the line segment. It is a symbol of line segment. W will be a point W1, W2, W3. So that for lambda lies between 0 and 1, what will be W1? W1 will be 2 lambda x1 plus 1 minus lambda y1, and W2 will be lambda x2 plus 1 minus lambda y2, and W3 will be lambda x3 plus 1 minus lambda y3, because these are the points of line segment joining x and y. Now we have to show 2w1 minus w2 plus w3 less than or equals to 4. It is very easy. You have to substitute the value of w1, w2 and w3, and you will here it is a step after the substituting the values. You will get lambda common, and from here you will get 1 minus lambda common, and this is the 4 and this is also 4, because it is given 4 to us less than or equal to 4. So when you will solve it, you will get 4. So W is also a point of S, because W also satisfies this condition. Okay, after that we have proved that W also satisfies this condition. So if if x and y belongs to S, the line segment joining these 2 points also belongs to the set S. So S is a convex set. It is the same proof as we have done. Now come to the next question. A hyperplane in Rn is a convex set. We have to show the hyperplane in Rn is a convex set. As I have already told you in my live class that hyperplane is a convex set. Here we have to prove it. It is very easy, because hyperplane is, hyperplane is what? Cx is equals to z. So let Cx is equals to z be a hyperplane. And so we have to show that if we take any 2 points of the hyperplane, the line segment joining these 2 points will also lie on hyperplane. So x1 and x2 be any 2 points on the hyperplane. It will be Cx1 is equals to z and Cx2 is equals to z. For lambda lies between 0 and 1, we have to show the line segment joining x1 and x2 will also lie in the same set. So I have taken lambda x1 plus 1 minus lambda x2. Now you will take C with the both terms, C lambda x1 plus C1 minus lambda x2. You will take lambda common, Cx1 plus 1 minus lambda Cx2. What is Cx1? It is z. Cx2 is also z. Lambda z plus 1 minus lambda z. It will become z. Hence the point lambda x1 plus 1 minus lambda x2 also lies on the hyperplane. That means if we have 2 points lies on the hyperplane, the line segment joining these 2 points will also lie on the hyperplane. After that you will see, hence the point lambda x1 plus 1 minus lambda x2 lies in the hyperplane. So hyperplane is a convex set. Now come to the next question, that is we have to show the closed half spaces are convex set. What are the closed half spaces? We have done the definition of closed half spaces, that is Cx greater than or equals to z, it is a positive closed half space. Cx less than or equals to z, it is a negative closed half space. We have to show that these are the convex sets. So it is very easy. It is the same as we have proved for the hyperplanes. Let x1 comma x2 be any 2 points of h1, that is Cx1 greater than or equals to z and Cx2 greater than or equals to z, because these are the 2 points of the h1, so it will satisfy the condition. Now we have taken the for lambda lies between 0 and 1, we have taken the line segment joining these 2 points, C of lambda x1 plus 1 minus lambda x2. When we will take lambda common, from it get Cx1, and from the second term 1 minus lambda common, you will get Cx2. We will write it here Cx2. Cx1 is greater than or equals to z and Cx2 is what? Greater than or equals to z. So when you will solve it, it will be greater than or equals to z. Hence x1 and x2 belongs to h1. The line segment joining these 2 points is also belongs to h1. So h1 is a convex set. Similarly, we can prove that h2 is convex, because similarly we can prove it for negative closed half spaces. So, here is a corollary. Similarly, we can prove it for open half spaces. Same is the result. It is not here. It will not be equals to Cx greater than z and Cx less than z. So this is the result, that closed half spaces and open half spaces, rather it is positive or negative, it will be a convex set. So we have done the up to here. Now next theorems and next questions we will do in our next lecture. Okay students, thanks a lot.